Hey everybody, Freddy Phantom here. I'm here with my special guest, Joey.
Hello.
In the spirit of all the Final Fantasy VII madness, we're gonna go ahead and name our top 3 Square Enix games just to get us even more hype. So, just a disclaimer, we both haven't played Final Fantasy VII. We haven't played any of the Chrono Trigger games. I don't know how many there are. So, number 3 for me is, now I'm going way back for this one. All right, I'm going way back. This is what launched the Dragon Quest series, right?
Okay.
So, Dragon Warrior Monster, I feel, is my number 3.
Nobody's gonna know what that game is.
But I think so. I think a few people will. This game, and I know. I played this game legit like 3 times. Like, it brings back a lot of feels for me. Like, I don't know if you guys have seen the Netflix series or the Netflix movie Dragon Quest. It's not great.
There was a movie?
Yeah, it's on Netflix. It's a Netflix only movie.
Dragon Quest?
Yeah.
Huh.
But it sucks. Like,
Wow.
But the opening to that movie is this. They play the tune from that game, or it's like the main tune, but they play it.
Huh.
They play like the Game Boy sound, like it's like the bit, whatever.
So, Dragon Warrior Monster. Oh, like for those who don't know, like what it is. Is it like a Pokemon type of deal or what?
Kind of like the playstyle is like Pokemon, but it was more of like a Digimon game because you were able to, if you guys ever played the Digimon games, you were able to like breed the monsters, and I would breed some crazy monsters, and it was just an awesome game, and I think it's what launched everything.
So if you guys are into breeding,
yeah, breeding. We'll teach you about breeding for sure.
Okay. For those who don't know about breeding.
What's your number 3?
My number 3 is Kingdom Hearts. The first one, yeah.
Okay.
Because look, I'll be honest, like, I like Kingdom Hearts, the series. It just gets too crazy for me though, man. Like, it gets too crazy. I like the way the first one made me feel, like for one, the Disney movie choices, or the Disney worlds, right? I liked them all the best from the first game. Okay, I like the simplicity of the first game. The second game was really good too, the second one. But the second one started jumping into like a lot of, it was getting the story was getting a little bit out there. So the simplicity of the first one, I like that one the most because it doesn't get too crazy. You understood the story, and then in order to like the 1, 2, and 3, in order to understand them, you have to play like you can't play the second one without playing the Game Boy one. You're not gonna know what's going on. It starts you off, with Roxas, But if you
seemed like a random character.
Yeah, if you never played the Game Boy one, because now they have like games that'll catch you up on the series, and but back then you didn't have those. You had to have a Game Boy Advance in order to play the second game, which to me, I didn't really like that.
Good marketing.
And I didn't have and then I didn't have a PSP to play the PSP one, so I never knew what was going on there. That's why Kingdom Hearts 1 is my number 3. It's simple.
Yeah.
It's simple.
Yeah. Very straight to the point.
Yeah.
Had all like the favorite Disney characters. It didn't add all the.
All right.
Well, yeah, that's
number
cool.
3. Yeah.
All right. That's a solid number 3. My number 2 is actually Kingdom Hearts as well. Number 1, yeah. Backtracking to what he said, very simple. It had all the Disney characters that I liked, the ones that mattered. Just kidding. But and also the soundtrack to Kingdom Hearts 1.
Oh yeah.
Like
the third game even has the same it reuses the songs from the first one.
Oh really? Okay.
The boss battle music.
I haven't played the third one, so. There's, I'm not gonna lie, sometimes I still, on my own time, I'm just playing Kingdom Hearts music when I'm driving to work or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, but number 2 for me is Kingdom Hearts. Love that game. I remember seeing the trailer to that game. How hype I got for that game. Like that song.
Yeah.
When you walk away.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that song with the trailer and seeing all the Disney characters, man, that was lit.
You know, it's like nowadays you don't get like when they announced the third game, they announced it so early, and then we were all like, every E3 would come by and we'd be like, okay, are they gonna say something about Kingdom Hearts 3? No, like it was just like what I don't remember, but it was like 5 years since they announced it, and then it finally came out.
Yeah.
But back then, when I saw the Kingdom Hearts 1 commercial, it was just on TV, and I was like,
yeah, exactly.
What the heck?
Yeah.
You know, that's cool. I don't know.
Based on what he's told me, I think it was a product of too much hype too early.
Yeah.
These companies, they release stuff early, or like release trailers or like little sneak peeks too early to try to get some kind of hype. I drag that out too long, and
Exactly.
the game better be like amazing.
Yeah. Back then you'd get trailers of games. Getting sidetracked, sorry, but back then you would get like a trailer of a game with gameplay in it. You know, because right now, for instance, we're having that same case with Metroid Prime, the fourth one. We're all like, they said something about it, and now it's not. Like, where is it?
Yeah.
But anyways, that's what happened with Kingdom Hearts 3.
Yeah. See, that's another thing. Like, once you mention something about the game too early, and you don't hear anything about it, that's when all the these little leaks start coming out, and then you start getting like hype for these false leaks. Yeah. And then you're disappointed.
And then the developer gets harassed about it.
Yeah.
You know, it's like.
That's true.
Yeah.
What's your number 2?
Okay, so my number 2. I know you like this game too. My number 2 is Final Fantasy Tactics for the Game Boy Advance.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. I just like making a team. You know, building a team. You go about it however you want. You know, like I remember you had a team of ninjas. Was that you? That was you, right? You had like a team just of ninjas.
Wait, which Tactics are you talking about? There's
Tactics Advance for the Game Boy Advance. Remember?
Oh, okay. Because I think there was a PlayStation.
There was a PlayStation 1 game.
You're talking about the Game Boy one.
The Game Boy one.
Okay, yeah. That one, I had a team of ninjas.
Yeah, and I had...
Killing everyone.
Yeah, that game was cool, man.
There's several ways that you can win a battle. Like, you can have a team of Bangas, or...
What are they called? Dragoons?
Dragoons. You can make any type of team you want. You can strategize however you want to win.
Yes, but for those who don't know, it's like a game of chess, you know, a strategy game, you know. It's turn-based, but you're not like taking turns one side at the other. Like you're moving your characters to certain. It's like Fire Emblem, you know.
Yeah.
But better, in my opinion. So it's a good game. I mean, get an emulator if you don't have a Game Boy Advance. Get an emulator and get it, because it's a good game. It's a really good game.
Yeah.
You'll have fun.
Okay, so my number 1 is Final Fantasy X. Just keep in mind, this is because I haven't played 7. I haven't played Chrono Trigger.
Yeah.
You know, those other, I know those are fan favorites too, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, Final Fantasy X is my number 1.
Right. Well, that's actually my choice too.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's...
Yeah.
A lot of people love Final Fantasy X. But the story, all the cinematic, like, Final Fantasy X, to me, it had, like, groundbreaking cinematic cutscenes.
Yeah.
You know, that opening one,
yeah,
man, that was, like, something. I would play that... I would put that on for my family and have them watch it, and they were like, whoa, you know? So, Final Fantasy X, for sure, my favorite Square Enix game.
Yeah, that's mine too. Like, I don't know. Well, like you said, you know, I'm in the middle of playing 7, right? And I know a lot of people think that 7 is like the peak of the Final Fantasy games. I think for me, 10 is the, like, okay, if you think about it, right? 10 is, it goes back or it stays with the traditional, gameplay, right? The fighting, it's turn-based. It implemented the sphere grid when you level up, and that's also kind of like you could go any way about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, true.
Like I remember you gave me the tip to like make sure you get everyone's grid heading towards Orin's area, so they can become strong.
Yeah.
So you could go any way about leveling up your characters, for one. For me, the story was also like, I connected with these characters.
Yeah. Okay, so since it's both our #1 game from Square Enix, or Square, I know some people call it Square Enix. Square Enix, same thing.
You're gonna get that one kid that's gonna... It's Square Enix!
Hey, whatever, Some people say Target, some people say Target, whatever. Okay, so since it's both our favorite game, I think, who's your favorite character?
My favorite character is...
Okay.
I think Waka.
Waka?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, like, it's obviously Tidus, like, for both of us, right?
Yeah.
But other than Tidus.
Yeah.
Or Titus.
It's
right.
Tidus. It's Tidus.
Okay.
It's Tidus.
It's tedious to pronounce.
It's tedious.
All right. So who? Waka?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think he's cool. His overdrive. If you get like their power move called overdrive, their little overdrives, whatever.
I think everyone knows what overdrive is.
Yeah. Yeah, obviously, Square Enix video. His overdrive to me is like the best one, because if you like get all the secret stuff, yeah, dude. I killed the last boss with Waka's overdrive, like quick.
Dang.
Yeah, it's that crazy.
Sin? You killed Sin with his overdrive?
Yeah.
Wow.
I remember you played through it, and it took you like a while, but then I beat Sin like
instantly
in like 5 minutes, I think. Yeah, Waka's my favorite character. He was cool.
My favorite character would have to be Lulu.
Why?
No.
Are there two big reasons why you like Lulu?
That's pretty good. So no, my favorite character is, I gotta go Orin. Other than Tidus, Orin is my favorite. His wisdom, his strength. He's your strongest character in the beginning of the game. He was just that guy that's just quiet. When he needs to, he'll be the leader, and he has that cloud sword. Kind of reminds me of Cloud a little bit. And his overdrive also slaps.
Yeah.
Since we're on the topic, were you satisfied? Did you like the ending to Final Fantasy X? Spoiler alert.
Yeah, I did. I mean, your main character dies, right? Kind of. He was always like kind of dead, if you know what I'm talking about. Because he's like a dream. He's a dream. It's been so long since you played it, huh? But basically, your main character is a dream. Yeah, he's a dream, and so is Xanarkand. There's two versions of the city. Like,
it's been a while.
Yeah,
I don't remember any of that.
Oh yeah, it's pretty crazy. If I may though, can I talk about 7? My experience.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, I've never. I was really young when that game came out, 7. Okay, so this whole time I never played it, but I decided to play it now. I barely started it, and so I'm trying to figure out like, okay, 7 is such like, everyone loves 7. Okay, like that's their favorite. So I'm trying to figure out, okay, like why is it like so good, So I decided to play it, and I see why people like it, but at the same time, how do I, now that games are so like modern and so like high tech, how can I go about playing this game and trying to see like, you know what I mean? Like how can I like get that perspective? Since I didn't, So 10, I connected with it because I was very young when I played it, and I loved it as a kid. My imagination just went crazy, right? But now as an adult, knowing how games are nowadays, how can I like play the game and try to feel or see like what these people saw?
You should probably just wait till the new one then, because right now you're probably so accustomed to like the new stuff where this old one isn't gonna do it for you.
But at the same time, like I could also play like an old NES game and be like, wow, this game's pretty cool. Like for instance, another game that I've never played that I just played recently was Super Metroid. That game, a lot of people think that it's one of the best games of all time. And I played it and I was like, wow, this is a good game for, you know what I mean? So there are games that I could jump into that I've never played before. I can see why they're so, amazing to people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm trying to do that with Final Fantasy VII. The characters, the story is good so far. You know what I mean? But I think that when it comes to comparing Final Fantasy games, like 10, like for instance 10 and 7, I don't think that it's possible. They're too different. Even the stories are like different. I like 7 is really edgy. I didn't know that there was like cussing in the game. Barrett, the guy with the gun on his arm, the big guy, he cusses a lot in the game.
Wow.
Yeah. And I didn't know that. I didn't know that you would go to like a
strip club,
some sort of strip bar, or
I heard that too.
Or a whorehouse or something. I didn't know that. And when I was playing it, I was like, oh my god, this is crazy. People like the edgy, but to me, Final Fantasy is more like mystical.
Yeah,
like I don't.
Yeah, mystical, inspiring.
Yeah, like Final Fantasy. I think with 10, I think that's the better like approach to that type of world for me personally. So
yeah. I'm gonna play the remake. I'm not gonna play the old one. A lot of people are downloading the demo. I'm just gonna wait. I'm gonna wait for the full game because I don't want to be left with that taste. So honorable mentions. Super Mario RPG.
Yeah.
That gets an honorable mention.
I never played it.
I played like maybe half of it. It's just one of those games where it's like nostalgia, like I remember thinking about that game and I was like, man, that was such a good idea. Like that's why I love Paper Mario so much. I love like Mario and Luigi's Superstar Saga,
There's a lot of people who want one of the characters in that game in Smash, like their Smash Bros.
I forget his name, but I know who you're talking
about.
Gino.
Yeah.
Gino. I remember when everyone thought when they revealed the Piranha Plant, at first everyone thought that it was going to be Gino.
Yeah.
So, but they just can't stop adding Fire Emblem characters, can they?
One more?
Do you have one?
Xenogears?
Xenogears.
Xenogears.
I feel like I'm just pronouncing everything wrong today.
Xenogears, that's a good one.
Xenogears.
I never beat it though, so I couldn't put it on my list because I didn't beat it.
I remember that game. It was like you get those like Gundam looking things, and
that was a long time ago.
Yeah. All right, guys. Those were our top 3 lists. We're excited for Final Fantasy VII.
Yeah.
Super excited. And I know that I wanted to play this game always. I just wanted a newer version. Now we're finally getting it, the remake, and it's been a while since we got something about Final Fantasy, and I just, All right, that's it, guys. Those were our top 3 lists. We're super excited for Final Fantasy VII.
I'll be back on this channel to plug myself, I guess.
All right, guys. Catch you on the next one. Bye.